has certainly had its critics, including our very own Naga.
Yes.
Quite right, yeah, I suppose.
Yes, everyone has an opinion.
Well, the fear of footballers marauding around the greens does sound pretty terrifying for golf. However, there are now 200 places where you can play this now, and they're trying to marry the two, footgolf and golfers, alongside each other. So, I persuaded you to come along. Give it a try.
Always worth giving something a try, isn't it?
Let's have a look.
It's the sport that some feared would cast a shadow over the tees. Golfers up and down the land, including breakfast's Naga, were horrified by the thought of footballers on the fairways. But 3 years on, even the most traditional golfing purists have been swung around by the idea of swapping clubs for footballs.
I enjoyed it, and I think it's good fun, and I just think it's great getting people out and playing golf in whatever format, but I'm going to stick to the clubs. Just for the moment, just for the moment.
I think in terms of the sceptics, obviously, there's, we're kicking football on a golf course, there's obviously a lot of raised eyebrows to start off with, and I think over time, we've now got an elite series, people can see what we're doing is a proper sport.
When footgolf first started in the UK, just over 3 years ago, you could only play at some 8 courses around the country. Now, there are nearly 200 venues, and here we are near Woking playing right alongside the normal golfers. The big difference, you use trainers, no football boots, and the holes are set apart from the normal holes, somewhere just off the green.
Like my tee shot there, FOOTGOLF has come a long way since it started off in the Netherlands, and it's now gone global. At the recent World Cup, while the UK came 4th, losing out in the semi-finals to Argentina, the hosts, it was a dream come true for some of the players.
It was amazing. I mean, the whole experience was what all of us players aim for the sport to become. We always used to play it as a kid, just in the playground, just aim for a tree, and that was it. So we played it unofficially, but now it's a real thing. It's brilliant.
Back at grassroots, it's all about getting more people onto a golf course, like these students who've never been to one before.
The problem with golf is it's like too big and slow.
It's easier to learn than golf, with all the different swings, much more difficult, but you're just going to kick the ball around here.
It's just making sure that people understand golf can be for everybody. Whether it's a football to start with, and hopefully it will be a golf ball later.
I'm realising where they place these holes is always on the top of hills, making it really tricky.
The only equipment you need is a ball, and this sport has also become a way of adding variety to training for footballers.
That's a par at least.
It's not all about, smashing the ball. It's more about placement and accuracy.
As Natalie showed us all how to do it, out of a bunker. And like the women, the men will be hoping that teamwork pays off when they take on the USA next year in FOOTGOLF's answer to the Ryder and Solheim Cups.
What I would say is that you've got to accommodate FOOTGOLF because it's here to stay. If you think there's a Pro-Am tour now in the USA, you have the World Cups taking place involving all the top nations, Japan winning the Women's World Cup, the USA winning the Men's. So we've got to embrace it, Naka. You've got to allow
I just don't want it on my course. I'm very happy that it's growing. It's great fun.
So is the answer then, like they do at the Hill sometimes, to have allotted times for FOOTGOLF, say 12 till 3?
No, I actually think the answer is to have separate courses. We need to get more investment in more land, all these courses.
So long,
yeah, but there's no reason if you're getting children out and you're getting more people out. It's fun. It is really good fun.
But by doing that, you'd separate the two sports, whereas the lads there that we saw from the school, they pretty much all said they wouldn't mind a go at golf now, having gone to the golf course for the first time. You're seeing other golfers around, normal golfers around.
Yeah, you don't need a set of clubs. Way cheaper.
Yeah.
Even better. Mike, thank you. Nice to see you.
The debate will continue.